Greetings and salutations, what's goody folk. I am your host, coach, and creator of all things soul driven, soul intended, including my podcast, Spiritually Logic, formerly known as Soul Driven Podcast. So I am back at it again. Um, for those of you who may know, from my last video that I did, I was attacked. It was as much of as it was a physical experience, it was so much more a spiritual experience. But I am doing so much better now. My face is healing up wonderfully. So I felt led to come and do a Chiron reading. I'm gonna start with my fire signs. So if you are fire sign and your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but particularly in your Chiron aspect of your natal chart, then this reading could particularly resonate with and for you. So you may ask, what is Chiron? Particularly in your natal chart. Chiron, Chiron, in our natal chart points to where we have healing powers as the result of our own deep spiritual wounds. Okay, so Chiron is known as the wounded healer. In our natal charts, we may overcompensate in these areas of our lives. Chiron, as a wounded healer, first must face issues of low self-worth and feelings of inadequacy and learn to rise above these issues. Because the wound goes deep and we may work hard to overcome it, healing powers are potent. As such, Chiron in our natal charts is a place of great knowledge, experience, talent, and wisdom. Even if our own experiences with the issues are problematic, our experience informs us and we can be excellent guides and counselors in these areas of our life. Its sign and house placement show us our wound and how we go about expressing it. Themes surrounding Chiron include how we might shoot ourselves in the foot, figuratively speaking, of course, damage ourselves or nurse a wound. We go on our own way in Chiron touched areas. Okay? So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is look at Chiron in regard to the signs. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so I'm back. I had to take a quick pause because my phone was being delayed. So, being that we're dealing with fire signs, Chiron and fire signs, Chiron in Aries, you are a champion for the underdog, always ready to remind others of how special and important they are. However, you can have trouble absorbing that lesson yourself, and you may go through many years of telling yourself that you count and that you sometimes need to prioritize yourself in order to feel whole. You know it in your head, but it's hard to practice. Keep trying. Helping others express their strength is a real knack, and with time, you can learn to apply this to your own life. So that's Chiron representation in Aries. Now moving on to Chiron representation in Leo. You champion standing out as unique, taking pride in yourself and enjoying life to the fullest. But you can have some difficulties applying these beliefs to your own life, perhaps feeling guilty about being prideful, bragging, or showing off when you've done well for yourself. You might even feel guilty for enjoying downtime, doing childish things, or you could feel inadequate on a creative level, even though in your head you genuinely believe you should embrace these things. You make a powerful teacher, guide, and motivator. While you're all for the philosophy behind the expression, dance as if no one's looking, you have trouble doing so without self-consciousness. And these are the wounds you'd be wise to reflect upon and work through. Again, that's Chiron in regard to Leo energy. Now to take a look at Chiron in regards to Sagittarius. You have an intense craving for meaning and belief in something greater than yourself, and you champion free thinkers and encourage others to find their own personal philosophies. You believe in the power of positive thinking and manifestation. You help others to find their truths, to follow their inner guide, and to gain life experience. Still, you can often feel somewhat lost on these levels, and while you likely have many brilliant and original ideas about life's meaning and purpose, you might also hold a sense of disconnection with your ideas and beliefs, feeling some insecurity about them. Learning to trust in your unique vision of the world is empowering. So again, that is Chiron representation and energy found in each of the three fire signs: Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Okay, so again, going back to, briefly my incident, which happened last week, my attack, both in the physical and the spiritual, which was, it was destined to happen because it was a very illuminating moment in my life and my spirituality, and I wouldn't have traded the event for anything in the world, because it brought me closer to who and what I am and my purpose in this lifetime. And again, I wouldn't trade that experience, even though I was a little battered up, but I'm healing again wonderfully. I still wouldn't trade it. So right now I'm using some makeshift cards because my decks and my tools went missing during the event. So I was going to take a brief hiatus until I replaced those items, but I didn't feel right doing so. So I made my own makeshift decks. And I will use these until I replace my original decks and dice or whatever. So I will continue to move forward in my purpose and design and being soul driven and soul intended. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling three decks, of course. So we have the Page of Wands in reverse, came out in reverse. 10 of Cups in the upright. Ace of Cups, unconditional love in the upright. Page of Cups, new love on the horizon, the upright. Four of Pentacles, the inheritor, your birthright, in the upright. And Ace of Wands in the upright. Emperor energy. Whew. So, my fire signs, I'm loving this energy that's coming through already. Okay. So as usual, I'll still, throw my two rows of three principal cards, top and bottom row, which will divine your energy and any conflicting energy that could be in your energetical field, whether it's outside third-party energy, karmic energy, or conflicting energy from within. Okay, so the first card that we have on top is the Page of Wands. This is my grateful card, but it's coming out in reverse. So that speaks to one feeling entitled or like they are owed something in this world. Okay, so this could be your energy, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You could be a space of feeling ungrateful, feeling entitled to the things that you currently have or are wanting in your life at this time. So you may be feeling like the world owes you something, like you're supposed to have something without doing the work in order to attract it to your space of being at this time. We know that wands represents the spiritual aspects, which include creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. And it's also indicative of our energy, fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. So again, this is the Page of Wands in reverse, the Grateful card. So to that, I say, if you are in this energy, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, get out of it. Okay, stop being ungrateful. Stop feeling entitled. 10:10 on the clock. Stop feeling entitled to the things that you have in your life, especially if you have them without really working for it. Okay, because some things can be just handed to you on a silver platter without you having to have done the work for it. Okay, it's time to be grateful instead of being ungrateful. Okay, the second principal card is the Ten of Cups in the upright position. This is my wish fulfillment card for the divining that I do using cartomancy. Okay, wish fulfillment. We know that 10 is a number of completion. Okay, completing some things in a heart, home, family aspect. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So you could be coming into wish fulfillment with a particular Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your life right now, fire sign, and this could definitely be in regard to, your heart, home, family aspects, okay? And since we're dealing with Chiron energy, the wounded healer, this could be coming out stating that you could have had some very significant traumatic experiences with obtaining or attracting wish fulfillment in your heart, home, family aspect. So this could be speaking to some very traumatic instances and experiences. 11:44 on the clock, concerning again your heart, home, family aspects, and it could have something to do with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your life, or that was in your life at a certain impactful time in your life, fire sign, or you could be heavily aspected with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your chart. Okay, the third principal card coming out is the Ace of Cups, which is my unconditional love. Ace of Cups in its upright position, meaning unconditional love for others. So again, dealing with this wounded healer energy found in the Chiron aspect of your birth and natal chart. Having unconditional love for others could be something that you could be dealing with at this time, meaning that you place conditions on others in order for you to love them properly. Okay, meaning that people have to act in a certain accordance or a certain way in order for you to love them or to have love for them. So I feel like that this card and energy is coming out to remind you that regardless of any type of hurt or neglect or pain that you have experienced or received in your lifetime, whether it's in the recent times or in past times going as far back as childhood traumas, it is reminding you to be that light of unconditional love, not only for others but for yourself, and particularly starting with self, because as you love yourself unconditionally, you'll be able to properly bleed out unconditional love unto others. Again, we're dealing with the aspects of the heart, home, and family, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, water sign energy. Okay, so that's the top row energy. Just to recap, the top row, we have the Page of Wands in reverse, feeling entitled for the things that you have or want in your life. Then we have 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups in its upright position. 14:14 was just on the clock, speaking of wish fulfillment and unconditional love. For others, and not only others but for self, because as you give unconditional self love, to yourself, you'll be able to mirror that to others. Okay. So on the bottom row, we start off with Page of Cups. This is a lot of 1444 on the clock. A lot of affection, affectionate energy found in the heart, home, family aspects. Page of Cups. This is my Cupid card. It speaks of new love coming on the horizon, new, fresh, young love. Love at first sight, almost, if you will. Cupid has shot its arrow. So this is coming out telling me that there has been a lot of hurt and pain. 1515 was just on the clock. A lot of hurt and pain in regard to your heart, home, and family aspects. You have been hurt tremendously, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. You have experienced a lot of rejection, a lot of projection from others in regard as to how they love you, and because of that, how you see and receive love from others. Again, heavy water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay, so with this coming out in respect of Chiron energy, wounded healer, this is, for me, it is telling you, fire sign, to transmute that energy instead of letting your experiences with being loved improperly, 1616 on the clock, and instead of letting your experiences of being loved improperly or experiencing toxic forms of love, instead of using that as an example on how to love others, you want to use that energy and transmute it into proper love, to loving people unconditionally and loving people properly, if that makes sense. I hope that does, because when you do that, you're able to now access what is this? The second principal card on the bottom row, the Four of Pentacles, your true birthright. Okay, your true inheritance of being able to not only love properly and unconditionally, but to be loved properly and unconditionally as well. Okay, Ace of Wands in an upright position. 1717 was just on the clock. We're dealing with Emperor energy, divine masculine energy. Emperor embodies each king in the deck. King of Cups, the provider. King of Wands, the high priest. King of Pentacles, the wisdom of Solomon, and the King of Swords, the warrior, the protector. Okay, so this Emperor energy embodies all kings of the deck. Okay, so when you get into this wounded healer energy and healing the wounds of your past, you get into your divine masculine energy. Okay, you get into this Emperor energy, being able to give and impart and teach on these levels, and not only to give and impart and to teach and to provide and protect, but to do these things effectively. 1818 on the clock. Okay, so we know that Wands embodies the spiritual aspects of creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. The Pentacles embodies the aspects of finance, business, and property. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, earth sign energy. Okay, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is clarify some of these energies for you, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, with your Chiron wounded healer general timeless reading session. Okay, so, and again, if you're looking at these cards a little funny, because I'm using these made decks until I can replace my original decks. Okay, so we have Seven of Cups in an upright, Eight of Cups in an upright. I'm gonna pull one more. Then we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, Dark Night of the Soul energy. So with the Seven of Cups in an upright position, this is viewing someone as being unreliable, having doubt and disappointment in someone uh, um, in or around your energetical field in regard to your heart, home, and family aspects. So this goes back to what I was saying, that you were feeling hurt, let down, disappointed, um, dealing with unreliable people and energy in regards to your heart, home, and family aspects. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, these people could have lacked integrity, promising you certain things within these aspects, but never really following through. Okay, in regards to these promises or things that they said they would do, or being who they say they would be for you. 2020 on the clock. Okay, again, heavy water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this could have been, if you are not heavily aspected with water placements in your chart, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, this could have been a water sign, or or someone heavily aspected with water sign energy in their chart, who represents this energy for you, this fly-by-night type energy, being unreliable, lacking integrity, promising you the world, but never really following through. Okay, this could have come in the form of a new love offer, someone telling you that they're this, that, and the other, but again, showing up as a disappointment. Okay, totally lacking integrity of that which they presented or said that they were, presented themselves as something that they weren't. Okay, again, so this goes heavily into someone promising you the world. Okay, the wish fulfillment. Okay, or promising you some sort of birthright or inheritance in regard to your heart, home, family aspects. And when it came time to show and prove, they showed up as a disappointment, as being unreliable and lacking integrity, because they weren't able to provide that which they stated they would from the beginning. Moving on to the second clarifying card, we have the Eight of Cups. This is the social butterfly. So this is emerging from your introvert cocoon, if you will, and becoming more extrovert. Okay, so this could be energy coming from being wounded. Okay, from being wounded from these people who lack this integrity. 22 on the clock, who lack this integrity, who lack the ability to fulfill the things that they promised to you from the onset of this new love, or this onset of this relationship, whether it's platonic, familial, or romantic in the sense of the word. So now that you're coming out of this energy of being hurt and somewhat stagnated by these falsities or fallible promises, now you're emerging as someone who is healed, someone who has taken the time to go within their cocoon to heal from these broken promises, from these disappointments, from these promises that lacked integrity. And now you're emerging as the extrovert. 23 on the clock. Okay, we know that 8 is the number of infinite energy. 8 representing healing, strength, tenacity, abundance, all of that. Okay, so now you're getting into that energy found within the number of 8, and you're emerging as the extrovert. You're no longer being stagnated by this wounded healer energy. Okay, now you're emerging not so much as the wounded, but the healer now, and you're getting out into the world. You're enjoying social activities. You're becoming more abundant in how you approach the outside world. You're somewhat taking the bull by its horn. Okay, and you're riding it for what it's worth. You're getting back out there, and with this energy, there comes an era of possibility of some sort of passionate relationship that you may embark on. 24 on the clock. Okay, So you want to be mindful of that. Again, we're dealing with heavy water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as well as the aspects of the heart, home, and family aspects, okay? There's definitely, you're coming into a space of definitely finding your own self, unconditional love. And as you find that, you'll be able to provide that to others in a more effective and proper way. You're definitely getting into your divine masculine energy with embodying each king of the deck. Found in this Emperor energy. With this, you're no longer feeling lack of a birthright or lack of an inheritance. You're actually accessing your birthright at this time. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're becoming free. You're becoming uninhibited by what formerly or previously held you bound in the form of unhealed wounds, okay? Okay, you are effectively accessing your power in being the wounded healer. You know what it's like to be wounded in certain aspects and areas, and now you're healing, okay? And you know what it takes to heal and to be healed in regard to these aspects, okay? Again, accessing that Emperor energy. And for a lot of you all, and I can say this for myself because this is coinciding with what I recently experienced, this Ten of Swords in reverse, this Dark Night of the Soul energy in the reverse, Dark Night of the Soul in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse. This represents coming out of this Dark Night of the Soul experience. And I cannot say that this is more true. This cannot be more true for myself at this time. This whole spread actually cannot be more true, okay? It speaks volumes for where I'm currently at. 26 was just on the clock. So yes, I'm back. So had to take a quick little break there for a quick little second. So we left off with the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Dark Night of the Soul. Coming out of this Dark Night of the Soul experience, when dealing with this Chiron energy, this wounded healer energy, coming out of this Dark Night of the Soul experience could have been a lifetime of lies and hidden truths and things that were hidden from you that were now recently brought to light. Coming out of this Chiron energy, this wounded healer energy, okay, and now transmuted you from being the wounded to now the wounded healer, meaning that you still feel or have felt these energies from these wounds, but now you've transmuted it into healing energy as opposed to wounded energy. So now what I want to go ahead and do is look into some energies from the Ancient Ones. This is my version of my Ancient Ones deck. Energy from the Kemetic hierarchy, the Egyptian gods and goddesses, so on and so forth. Okay. Four of Cups, the secured. So you're now secured in your heart, home, family aspects, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay, so now with this revelation on a cosmic divine level for your particular life and where you now reside and resonate in your purpose and design and your soul-driven, soul-intended state of being, coming out of this Dark Night of the Soul energy, you're now in a secured, safe, energetical space and field in regard to your heart, home, and family aspects, because those lies have been uncovered, those untruths have been uncovered, and you see life for what it was and what it is now. Okay, so you're now secured. Your foundation is now secured because you're moving in an enlightened way of being. This is the Three of Cups, the player. card information. So you could have been dealing with some infidelity, or it could have been a third party to a situationship, or some type of entanglement. Okay, this is coming out in the upright. So yeah, definitely someone was brought into your relationship as a third party. You were being cheated on. Possibly, if not now, one of your most significant relationships in your lifetime, or of your lifetime, up until this point, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and these things have been brought to light, and you are now healed from these wounds, and now are able to cultivate a safe and secured heart, home, and family aspect for yourself and those involved. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, heavy water sign energy here. Next we have the King of Pentacles, the wisdom of Solomon, now being able to make appropriate and effective money moves. Okay, this is also coming above the Ten of Cups, wish fulfillments, and the birthright. Okay, so with this birthright and wish fulfillment, you're now able to delegate and appropriate funds effectively and appropriately, channeling the wisdom of Solomon, getting into this Eight of Cup energy, this social butterfly energy, going out into the social world, being more socially active, mingling, networking, meeting people who are going to positively affect your birthright and your inheritance and your wish fulfillment within the Ten of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Incidentally, my Chiron is in Taurus. Okay. Yeah, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Very heavily here in this aspect. King of Pentacles, wisdom of Solomon. Okay, appropriating and delegating your funds appropriately and effectively. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, not only are you delegating, but you're also the benefactor. You're receiving your birthright. King, this is divine pairing here within the divine masculine and feminine energy with the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, birthright. Okay, so coming out of this energy, of this Chiron energy, you are accessing extreme abundance, prosperity and abundance, wish fulfillment. Shit, you can't make this shit up. Next up, we have Page of Pentacles. With this, so you have the King, Queen, and Page of Pentacles showing up here. Okay, so with this newfound prosperity and abundance, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, there's going to be some jealousy. There's going to be some envy that comes into play, because people are going to see you having that which they coveted for themselves or wanted you to experience lack in, but you're not going to experience lack. You're attracting this prosperity and abundance, and with this attraction of it, you're appropriating and delegating it appropriately and effectively. Okay, effectively accessing your birthright. Okay, can't make this shit up. Shit, you're doing what needs to be done with this energy. What is this? Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is coming out in the reverse. I feel like this is a reminder that it's important for you to keep balance. Okay, within your business and endeavors, with everything that you're going to do on a soul level, to keep this balance. 33 on the clock. Okay, angels are resonating. Okay, so it's very important for you, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, to keep this in mind as you move forward with this prosperity and abundance, with attracting the bag instead of chasing it, that you make these appropriate money moves with accessing your birthright. Okay, and to keep this balance on a soul level, because you're going to have much petty envy and jealousy to deal with and to contend with. This may bring on some sort of anxiety, but know and trust and know that you are divinely guided and protected. Okay, and as long as you're walking in your purpose and design, and being soul driven and soul intended, you're always going to be divinely guided and protected. Okay, so fret not. Okay, fret not. As long as you keep those things in mind, you're going to be very well balanced. Okay, what I'm going to go ahead and do is look into some messages from your angels, archangels, and ancestral team. Let's see what they want to chime in. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, actually. Okay, so the Page of Wands came out in the first principal card, but in the reverse. This is to remind you to what? Be grateful. Okay, the Page of Wands. Be grateful. Be appreciative. Know that, and I just said this, you're divinely guided and protected. Page of Wands, that's what this stands for. The grateful, being divinely guided and protected, being grateful and appreciative of all things, even in the contrast, because even in the contrast comes clarity, comes illumination. Okay, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Okay, they want you to know, Nine of Cups, there's a desire to go on to the next level within your heart, home, family aspects. Okay, this is in an upright position, so someone around you has the desire to level up with you in your heart, home, family aspects. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or it could even be another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, reminder to pay out your debts. Okay, pay out your debts to pave the way for money to come back in. Okay, there's going to be some upcoming new endeavors within your finance, business, and property aspects that you're going to want to be able to move as soon as the opportunity presents itself. So in order for you to be able to move as soon as the opportunity presents itself, you need to start paying off your debts now if you're not already doing so. Okay, so pay off your debts now. Start to pay off your debts now. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Queen of Swords. Okay, Queen of Swords. This is Shadow Queen type energy. Okay, Shadow Queen type energy. So this is divine feminine energy. Okay, take no shit. Okay, take no shit. That's what I'm getting. Now is the time for you to be in this energy of taking no shit, suffering no fools. Okay, somewhat resemblant of a segment energy, protecting what's yours. Okay, on a soul level, protecting what's yours. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We are in the midst of Gemini season at this time. Okay, so fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So it's the time for you to be sure that you are guarding what's yours on a soul level. You've worked too hard to get to where you're at now. Okay, you've worked too hard to obtain what you've obtained now. So it's time for you to definitely be protective over what you've worked for. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull 4 more cards from this cosmic deck. This represents cosmic energy from your soul tribe. If you resonate as being a star seed, indigo child, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Orion, Lemurian, so on and so forth. Okay, so air conditioner is kind of trying to blow my decks, my makeshift decks right now, but I'm going to let that happen. Okay. So what does your cosmic tribe have to say to you? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay. Four of Cups, they want you to know you're secure. Heart, home, family, there's safety and security in your heart, home, family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay? Again, there's the Three of Cups. Somebody had you in a situationship. Someone was trying to be a player, okay? So at that time, I feel like that this energy is over. You're now moving into a safe, secured, energetical field within your heart, home, and family aspects. There's a new lover coming out. Two of Cups. Okay? You're going to meet someone new. Okay? Final card, Three of Wands in reverse. So you might have gotten into a recent argument or a fight after finding out that you were put in a third-party situationship or entanglement. Okay? Can you make this shit up? Okay? Found out you were in a third-party situationship, entanglement, got into a fight, disagreement of it in regard to this. You deaded the shit. Now you have new love that's coming in. There's new lovers, okay? And now that this is coming into play, you're moving into a more secure, safe relationship, a new safe, secured state of being within your heart, home, family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, so you could definitely be getting involved with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Take it where it resonates, but it's there, okay? After this wounded heart, wounded healer situation, okay? So a lot of these wounds could definitely have something to do with your heart, home, and family, okay? The way that you were loved improperly, okay? Dealing with a false love or someone who had false intentions. 41:11 was just on the clock. 41:14 was just on the clock, excuse me. So pay attention, okay? Pay attention to the signs, okay? Some of you have definitely come out of a dark night of the soul type situation and are now experiencing things from a new perspective, okay? So with that, I say go forward. 41:41 on the clock. Incidentally, I'll be 41 in about a month and a half in August 9th. Same birthday as Whitney Houston, okay? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close. If you want to go ahead and schedule and book your own personal intuitive reading session or your coaching session or virtual Reiki healing session, all of that information is down below in the description box. If you want to go ahead and enroll in one of my online coaching courses, again, that information is in the description box below. If you want to donate to Soul Driven, Soul Intended, my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo information is in the description box below. As always, I love and appreciate you all. And until next time, deuces. 42 on the clock. I love you all dearly.